안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Okay, welcome back to our lesson 5. And we're learning about numbers. And numbers is called 숫자 in Korean. 숫자. Okay, so let's learn how to count from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, slow down. Okay. We will go one by one. Don't worry. Okay. So let us start with the number 1. And this is called il. Follow after me. Il. Il. Not ill. Sorry. Il. 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 Okay. And the next number. E. E. Well, not I, but E. Okay. E. So il. E. And 3. Sam. Not Sam. Okay. Sam. Sam. Il. E. Sam. Okay. And 4 is 사. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And 5. 오. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 6. 6. 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And next one. 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next one. 8 is 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, number 9. 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and 10 is 10. 10. Okay, so let's try from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let us go backward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let us go above 10. Now 11, 12, 13, and so forth. 20, 21, and till 99. Okay, next number, but we'll not go until 99. Okay, 11 is 11. 11. Okay, so 10 was 10, correct? So 10 plus 1. So 11. Easy, right? 11. Okay, 11. 12 is same. 12. 13. 13. 14. 14. 15. 15. 16. 16. 17. 17. 18. 18. 19. 19. And 20. 20 is here. 20. Now, E comes first and then 10. 2, 10. 20. Right here. 20. Now, 21. 20. 1. Okay? So 2 plus the 10 and then 1 becomes 21. So that's 21. 21. Okay? Same format. So 22 would be 22. 23 23. 24 24. 25 25, and the list goes on and on. Okay, same for 30. 30 is 30, 31, 31, 31, 32, 32, 38, 38. Okay. Getting the hang of it? Okay, good. Now let's try, how about 55? Try that. 55. 55. How about 82? 82. Wow. That's simple. Okay. Once you understand, you can do any numbers. 77. 77. Okay, let's do 99. 90. 90. 99. Yeah. 99. Okay, so the next one, we're going to be learning 100 and the 1000th. So it's the same concept as well, but we'll learn the peg first, which is 100. You know, 1 in Korean is il, so you can say il back, but you know, if you say il back to Korean, then they would understand, oh, you're saying 100. But usually 100, we don't put il. We just say peg. But if you do say il back, it's okay. But most of the times, generally, we just say peg. So 100 is peg. 200 is ibek. So 2 is numeric number 2 in Korean is e. So peg is 100. So 2 and then 100, 200. 3 in Korean is sam, and the 100th is 2 zeros is peg. So 삼백. Sam and back together. 삼백. So let's say 120. Oops, sorry. 3. How would you say this in Korean? 123. 백이십삼. Okay. Well, the chart. So 백, and then 20, right? 20, right here, 20, and then 3. So that's 123. So how about 179? 179, right? Yes, 179. If you have figured out, you can do any numbers now. Okay, what about 222? Let's try 222. You can pause the video. You can just try any number. You just answer this 222. How do you say in Korean? Boom, you got it. So 222. 200 first, right? 220. Right here, same again, 20, and then 2. The 10th place, and now 2. So 222. Ta-da! Okay, we can do that. Can we do 300 now? 300? Oh, easy now. So 300 is 300. Number 300, let's say 340, just random number 7, 347. So 300, sorry, 340, right? The 10th place, 40, 47, 7, 7, 347. Very good. Okay, I'm sorry. How about 580? Yeah, 580. What is that? That's 580. Okay, then 365, 365. Okay. All right, so okay, let's try maybe 2 more. How about 888? How do you say that in Korean? So pause the video, try it on your own, look at the chart if you have to. Okay, so 888. 800, see, 800, right? 800, 880, right? 88, 888, 888. One more, 911, 911. So 911, 900, 911. Remember, 11 was 11. So 911. 911. Perfect. Okay. Now can we go more to the 1000th? The thousands, okay? The 1000, we call it 천. Okay. Remember the 100th was 백. Now is the 천. 백. Okay. It's a Korean reading time. 백. 비읍, 에, and 그. 백. Okay. 천. So it's still the same concept, okay? So it's not difficult. So let's try number 1129. What would it be? So you can say 일천, but remember the 백, 일백, and 일천, we don't put the 일. We just say 백 or 천. But if you want to put 일, that's fine. 천 or 일천, 백 or 일백, but 천백 in the shorter version, 천백이십구. 천백이십구. Let's do one more. 1473. 천, right? 천 here. Or 일천, 1400. Right? 4 and 백, that's 400. 일천사백, 천사백. 7, 7, 10, because it's the 10th place. 7, 10, 3, 1473. Okay. Oh, just for your information, if you do happen to go to a bank in Korean, any banks in Korean, if they are counting money for you, they're mostly definitely gonna say if it's the 100th place or the 1000th place or higher, they're gonna they're gonna say 1천 or 100 just to make sure it's the correct the number that they're counting. So they would always put 1천 or 100 at the bank, just for your reference. Okay, so same goes to so what's 2,000 then? So it's 2천, right? 3,000, 3천, 4,000, 4천, 5,000, 5 is 5, so it's 5천. 500 is 500. 600. Okay. Let's do a short quiz. I will call out a number in Korean, so I want you to write it down and see if it's right. First one is 2,323. Oh, I forgot what I just said. Okay, let's do a different one. It's embarrassing. Okay, I should write it down. Okay. First one. 4,463. Okay, we'll just do two, okay? So first one is 4,000. Listen carefully. 4,463. Okay, if you have to, pause the video, write it down, listen to it again. 4,463. What is the right answer? The right answer is, drum roll please, 4,463. Yes. Okay, next one. A little bit more difficult. No. 6,112. 6,112. Okay, you may pause the video if you have to. 6,112. Drum roll, the answer is 6,112. Okay. Okay, so I don't think I have to go through this because I'm sure if you have understood all this method and concept, you'll get it anyway. So this is 2,468. In Korean is 2,468. 2,468. Okay, wow. Let's move on. 500. Yes, simple. 500. 500. Just to review. 634. 634. 634. 634. And the next one. 6,389. 6,389. 6,389. Okay, next one, just as a review. 2021. 2021. Hey, that's the year of 2021. 2021. If you want to say 2020, the year of 2021, you say in Korean, just for reference, you say 년. That's the year. Sorry, year. So 2021년. That's the year of 2021. 2021. 2021. Awesome. Okay, let's go even higher. Okay, above now 10,000. Okay, so the 1,000 was 1,000, correct? Now 10,000, it's 만. 만. Okay. So same format, let's say 11,000. So what's 11,000 in Korean? So think about it. Okay, so 11,000. So that's 11,000,000. So 1,000 in Korean, remember, was 천 or 일천, and 10,000 was 만 or 일만. Now it's 11,000. So same. 11 in Korean is, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is 11. So it's 11만. That's it. 11만. Yeah. Okay, how about 14,000? 14,000. Same thing. Same thing. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14. That's 14, right? So 14,000. So 14만. Boom. Excuse me. 14만. Oh, I have to pause there. Okay. And so 30,000. 3만. 3만. Okay. A little bit challenging. So this is the 54,200. 54,200 in Korean would be 54,200. 54,200. So in English, you know how there's at the end you put and, like 54,200. In Korean, there's no and. Okay, you just go 54,200. Yeah. Well, in Korean, and is like 그리고, and we say 그리고 as and as a 그리고. So, but when we count numbers, we don't say 54,000 그리고 200. No, we don't say that. We just go 54,200. That's it. Just plain and simple. Okay. So let's go even higher. 10만. Oh, that's 100,000. 10만. Yes. So why 10만? Because 만 was tenth, 10,000. 1만, just 만 was 10,000. So now it's 10만. Don't get confused. Okay? Now 10만 is 100,000. You'll be thinking 10만, so it's 10? Yeah, but that's 10,000, okay? So 1만 is 10,000, 10만 is 100,000. Okay. I was not very good with numbers when I was a kid, so even I get confused sometimes with this 10만 as well. Okay, so let's try with 10만 for a few examples. So let's say how about 15만 4,200. Oops, excuse me. Right, that's 15만 4,200. That's 154,200. 15만 15만 4,200. Okay? Try one more. How about... Oh, this might be a little bit tougher one. 0, 12. Okay, how can we say this one in Korean? So, first of all, we're still in the well, not in the million yet, right? This is the thousandth. So 40 is 400,000. Sorry, 402,012 in English. So in Korean would be not this is 40만 40만 2012. Ah, okay, this might be a little bit more challenging. Okay. 40만 2012. Okay. Let's try the million. 100만. Okay. So 100만 is 1 million. Wow, it's getting tougher. Okay. 100만. So how about we go 1,250,000. So it's 100만 or just 100만? 100만? Oh, well, we'll just say 125만. Because it's 만 anyway. 125만. 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 Okay. And then we have 1000만, which is 10 million. 100 million. Now 100 million it changes to 억. Okay? 억. Now this is, well, how much is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1 billion is 10억. Okay, so we did 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, and 1 billion. So that's 10억. That's a lot of numbers, okay. All right, so let's move on, and we have covered pretty much all the big numbers, but we'll just practice. 80,500 in Korean. 8,500. 8,500. Okay, next one. Ooh, now let's count this. 437,001. So in Korean it's 43만 7,001. 43만 7,001. One more time. 43만 7,001. So 43만. So this is the 43만. 430,000. And then 7,000. The 7,000. 1. Okay. Okay, so we okay, so this is the another way of counting numbers. Oh. So we did the first way of saying, which was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. And this is another way of counting numbers. 하나. That's number 1. Number 2 is 둘. 3 is 셋. 4, 넷. 5, 다섯. 6, 여섯. 7, 일곱. 8, 여덟. 9, 아홉. 10, 열. Okay. And 20 is 스물. 30 is 서른. 40 is 마흔. 50 is shin. It's getting more difficult. 60 is 예순. 70 is 일흔. 80 is 여든. 90 is ahın. Believe me, even native Korean, well, the little kids, especially because they're just picking up Koreans, they wouldn't know this way of counting numbers because it could be difficult for them. So since you are all beginners, it's okay if you're not getting it at the first time, but that's fine. The more you practice, the more you get exposed to Korean language, you will eventually understand, oh, okay, so 40 is 40, but also 마흔 is 40. But when do we use 마흔 and when do we use 40? Well, that depends. When we count ages, like age, like you're 40 years old, then we say, well, you can say 40. Are you 40 years old? 40살이세요? 근데 we could also say, are you 40살이세요? 40? Are you 40 years old? Yeah, so things like that. So it really depends on the situation and who you're talking to, who you're talking with. You could use the 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, or you could use the 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it could go on and on, but it's gonna make it more confusing. So there's no a formula that this situation you have to count this way or that way. So you just have to get more used to the culture and understand the language, and then once you get the hang of it, and your senses will grow, and then you will understand. Okay, so in this situation, I will count one, two, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. On that situation, I will count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, just that's how it is pretty much. Okay. So 27. So pretty much this is the uh, pretty much saying the age of someone, or yeah, you're 27 years old, I'm 27 years old. 나는 27살이에요. Yeah. I could say I'm 27살, but 27 is more natural in Korean. 63, 63. Yeah. So when you are actually like mentioning an elderly person, you say, oh, she is 63 years old, and you say she's 그녀는 63, 나이는 63이십니다. 이러면은 she's 63 years old. Yeah. But even for me, I'll be honest, I don't sometimes most of the times I don't say 63. I just say 63. Okay. And there's no counting number over 99. 99. Interesting. Okay, so just make note of it. And the next one, we'll be learning the counters. So for things, we say 개. The number and 개. So let's say, example, 5 pens. Then we say pen 5개. Yeah, pen 5개. Or like, 2 computers. We say 컴퓨터 2개. Well, you say 2대, but 2개 is fine too for learning. Okay, so next one. People. We say 명. We put 명 at the end if it's a people, counting, person, people. So there are 10 people, 10 people. 사람, remember 사람? The vocab we learned, I think, was it lesson 3 or 2? Yes, on the quiz. So 사람 10명. That means 10 people. How about 20 people? Then it's 사람 20명. How about 1,000 people? 사람 1,000명. Okay, how about 155 people? 사람 100, 155명. Yeah, you put the 명 at the end. Okay, remember? All right, animals. You put mari at the end. So let's say a dog, just one dog. You say, so dog in Korean is 개. 개 한 마리. Well, cat in Korean is 고양이. So 고양이 한 마리. How about 8 dogs? 개 8마리. 개 8마리. So well, we learned 여덟 right here. So so I just said it naturally. I didn't really think about should I say 8마리 or 8마리. In this situation, 8마리 is more natural way of saying because it's counting, right? 8마리. Even though this is for the counting numbers, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we could use that for counting as well. But most of the times for counting numbers we use this, but for the 1, 2, 3, 4 we use that as well. So don't get too confused. And since you are learning as a beginner, there's no problem. So stick to one set, and once you get comfortable with it, then come to the counters, the counting numbers, and then deal with that. Okay. All right. So we did the animals, and the next one is books or magazines, and and we when we count books or magazines, things like that, something similar nature, we put 권 at the end. So let's say, for example, 4 books. Let me say, so books in Korean is 책. 책 4권. 책 4권. 책 4권. Well, interesting, right? Because when we were counting numbers, the numeric 4 was net. But when we are putting in phrases, the words together is not net but 네 권. Oh, that's getting confusing, but that's okay. 책 4권. 4 books. How about 12 magazines? So you say, okay. By the way, magazines in Korean is called, let me write this down for you. 잡지. 잡지. Oh, excuse me. Okay, use my eraser. 잡지. So, did I say 12? Okay, so it's 잡지 12권. Because still counting, right? So 12. Okay, we didn't go above 11, 12, but okay, so let's go with just 9 잡지, 9 magazines. So 잡지 9권. See, 9, 9권. If you say 9권, which is the first method of us learning the numbers, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 잡지 9권. Well, 9권 is more general way of saying counting numbers of books. But if you say 9권, Koreans would understand. No problem. Oh, you mean 9 magazines? Okay, no problem. They would understand totally. So don't panic that you're like, oh, I don't remember the actual words for counting numbers in Korean. That's okay. Just go with the simple one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 9 is 9. So 9권. So you didn't learn 12 the counting numbers in Korean because I don't want to confuse you too much. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. 11, 11, 12, 12. So 12권 잡지 12권. So that's 12 magazines. Well, the counting numbers is 12권. 12권, but it's okay. 12권. That's fine too. Okay, finally, clothing, you say 벌. Funny thing is 벌 is actually another meaning for 벌 is actually bee, the sting bee. Yeah, bee. But uh, when counting clothing, you say 벌 also. So let's say 100 coats, for example, right here. And coats, it's in Korean is 코트. It's the same thing. So you say 코트 100벌, 100벌, 100 coats. So uh, what about just 10 coats? Then it's just 코트 10벌. Because right here we learn 열 as 10. But you can say 코트 10벌. That's 10 also. It'll be, better to say 열, but if you don't remember 열, just say 10벌. That's fine too. 코트 10벌. Okay. So those were some of the counters. There's actually more, but these are the more general, most used counters. Okay, so let's try a few examples here. Okay, so 쿠키 5개. Cookie. So I guess there's no another word in Korean for cookie, so we just use the word in English cookie. It's the same cookie, right? So cookie 5개. 5 cookies. Cookie 2개. 2 cookies. For counting numbers. Oh, yeah, we did the 잡지, right? The magazines. 잡지 7권. So that's 7 magazines. Okay, or 잡지 1권. 1 magazine. Yeah, or 잡지 1권. 1 magazine. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the numbers. I think the counting numbers were a little bit more challenging for you, but that's okay. Just stick with the first set of counting the numbers that we learned. Just get comfortable with it and do some math problems with using Korean that would really help you. I don't know if there's any math wizards out there. Okay, so well, hope you have enjoyed today's lesson, and we will see you again next lesson. Okay, 감사합니다. 수고하셨습니다. Thank you.